Hi, I'm Lucas Connors, and I'm here to do a tabletop review of one of my favorite games of all time, Dominion. Dominion was published in 2008 by Rio Grande Games. It plays with 2 to 4 players, or 5 or 6 players with the Intrigue expansion, which I'll do a review of on a later video. The game takes about half an hour or a little bit less for more experienced players. So let's take a look at what's in the box. Inside the box of Dominion, you'll find several decks of cards. Here are some of them. For every game, you want to take out the treasure cards, copper, silver, gold, and the victory cards, estate, duchy, province. Then you'll want to take out an additional 10 kingdom cards, as they're called, and these are the 10 that are recommended for a first game. The object of the game of Dominion is to end up with the most victory points at the end, so you can imagine that these victory points worth 6 are quite valuable. In fact, they cost 8 coins to buy. So to start your deck, you'll take 7 coppers, and 3 estates, and then shuffle them to get your starting hand. Then you'll deal yourself 5 cards, and now, although these victory points are what's going to help us win the game in the end, right now they're worth nothing. So we'll just set them aside. Now we can use these 3 copper to buy anything here out of the resource piles worth 3 coins or less. So looking at the cards, I'm going to choose this one here, the village. And so now I add this here. And my turn ends, so I take all the cards I've used this turn and just put them in my discard pile. Now I draw another 5 cards. I won't be using that. And then I can use these 4 similarly to buy another card worth 4, say the militia. So now in doing this, essentially what we've done is we've built a deck with now 2 additional cards of our choice. So now that I've run out of cards, I reshuffle my deck and hand myself another 5 cards. And in doing this, we can continue to build our deck, making it stronger and stronger until we're ready to start buying victory points. And that's just one of the general strategies of how this game works. So at the beginning of your turn, you can play action cards such as this, and then buy 1 item. And there are various cards that change the way that works, such as the village, which gives you an extra card and 2 more actions to play. The game ends when either the province pile is emptied, or any 3 piles here are emptied, and the whole resource pile. As Dominion's one of my favorite games, it's hard to say something bad about it. But I guess I would say that sometimes the first couple turns of the game can be a little bit slow when you're just starting to build your deck. Other than that, though, I recommend the game to everyone 10 and up. It's great for 2, 3, or 4 players. It's not as good, I find, with 5 to 6 players. It's just better with a bit of a smaller group. Other than that, though, I find the game immediately appealing. It's really easy to learn, so it's great for hardcore and casual gamers alike. And there's various strategies that are really easy to pick up, and you can combine them in so many different ways that just work. Especially with expansions, I also find Dominion just to be such a diverse game. There's so many varieties of cards that you can play with and that you can build into your deck. So it's just great. Replayability is super high. Everyone's just going to love this game. Thanks for joining me for my first tabletop review with Dominion, and I'll see you next time.